What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here in the Odd Trapper channel, coming to you with a late night edition of MLB and NFL Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Goes a long way for me on this video. Goes a long way for you. That way you become our prize. And our great content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. Kind of worked out perfectly this year. We've got 2 and 2 here on a Monday. ALCS, NLCS, Monday Night Football, doubleheader. Can't believe how blessed we are. And then we get NBA starting up in less than, well, actually, it's exactly 10 days as of you hearing this right now, but it is super late, 12:45 Eastern time, AM, that is Eastern time, 9:45 Pacific on the West Coast. So, yeah, we're not going to dilly-dally here at the top. I'm going to break it down. I have a play, an official play from 3 of the 4 games that are on the slate for today. So check out the goodness that is about to ensue. 3 likes and one's a home run. That'll be lovely. But in the NFL streets, well, we're still running promo code Lindy NFL. We have so many new faces in the Discord, and it makes me so damn happy, mainly because, well, it wasn't my best NFL day. We got Isaiah Pacheco through at the very end. Would have been nice to get to 70 yards on the old ladder, but I also look at the underdog results, and they've just been out of control good. So if you're in the pick'em streets right now, I mean, we're in a really, really good place in the Lindy Discord. Shout out me, go me. But anyway, weekly $10, monthly $25. Would love to have you guys there. MLB and NFL winners here in the pick'em streets on Sunday. Again, 1 and 3 in this video is not very pretty in that regard, mainly because JSN just had to package him with ETN again. Just had to go for the double. Sorry, we hit that double last week. Played him individually. Maybe play JSN plus 135 individually, Eric. But anyway, enough of that diatribe. Let's get ourselves to the MLB streets first. Yeah, we're going to start here in the MLB streets, mainly because it's the thing I just ran. It's fresh on my mind, and I have a play from both of the MLB games. Seattle plus 1.5 taking on Toronto. If you absolutely made me, I would take the Seattle side simply because of vibes. We got freaking Luis Castillo, who could piggyback off of Logan Gilbert here in this spot, but that's a really good situation to be in here, coming off of, I would say, a very, very questionable game 1 here because, well, Bryce Miller had to pitch exceptionally well, and he did. It was incredible because you knew how taxed out that bullpen was coming off of 15 innings, that is, and getting into this game 1, stretched out everybody to the max. Bryce Miller was that dude. So that's my main takeaway, and St. Louis is plus money here in this spot with a rookie pitcher. But that rookie pitcher is something else in Ye Savage. This guy is absolutely insane. Trey is savage. He is an absolute savage. He's ridiculous. In fact, 3 of his 4 starts, he is flabbergasted batters, 9, 5, 11 strikeouts. He ran into Kansas City to an absolute buzzsaw in that spot, but that's the only time he's failed to reach 5 innings in a big league start, and he's coming off of no hits allowed to Toronto, and they end up pulling the plug on him there because of the walk. And I don't know, he's about as perfect as you could possibly be. If it weren't for that one Kansas City outing, I guarantee you these numbers would look ridiculous, and yet it's because he's a rookie and because of the circumstances, and I agree with them for what it's worth. I do agree that this is very, very hard to pinpoint out. So we've now seen this throughout the entire playoffs, and I was early talking about it. We've been able to profit on it for the most part. Again, it was nice to get over 16.5 here today from Kevin Gausman. Needed that for the underdog pick'em card. But I am a fan of the strikeout stuff we're looking at, you Savage. This guy can just bring it. And Seattle's going to strike out at one of the highest clips in baseball. It doesn't really matter anymore because there's really only 2 teams that they could play the rest of the way in. They would be playing Seattle, and then they would be playing whomever, the Dodgers, Milwaukee, the series we'll get to here next for game 1. But for this game 2, you Savage, he's plus 121 at Novig right now. I'm seeing some plus 110s at public books right now, and 13.5 outs, which I think is kind of intriguing to pair together. I haven't done it yet. That's why I'm keeping it just to the thing that I have played, but Trey Savage is ridiculous to both sides of the plate. Righty with absolute filthiness. 5.5 strikeouts, if he has it going, is just going to get blown over. So it just becomes 50-50 to some extent, and you're getting the plus money side. So over 5.5 for a young arm. Look at the outs tomorrow, too. That's a hot tip for the people. The Dodgers minus 150 money line favorites taking on the Milwaukee Brewers on the road. And yeah, if you're the Dodgers, man, life is good. You were able to shorten that series up. You got to watch Milwaukee struggle all their way till a game 5. And now you come in with the perfectly rested, perfect situation as you get to roll out your big guns every single time out, starting with, I think, their best pitcher over the last, 2.5 months. And that's saying something because Yamamoto, ridiculous. Ohtani, ridiculous. But buckle up, Milwaukee. You're getting Blake Snell followed by they're just going to let Ohtani focus on hitting for 2 days. Obviously, they should. They really, really should. And then game 3, you do have some options because you could go back and if you decide to do the Tyler Glasnow thing in relief, you could do it in a game 1 and then utilize him in a game 3 or 4 setting. So pretty amazing to be the Dodgers. Milwaukee's starting Jose Quintana. Again, it got a little bit dicey up in her, but as you run some of the numbers for Jose Quintana, the main thing that sticks out to me, if they're going to have him eat any kind of innings whatsoever, 3-4 innings, probably facing Freddie Freeman twice. 178 ISO to lefties on the season, 12.5-degree launch, and Freddie Freeman is plus 585. Plus 585. I get it. American family, whatever, is plus 585, and he lofts it a lot higher than Yelich does, a lot higher than most lefties do. So, my friends, this is a wide number. I don't get it. And now that it's been posted here in this little box, I guarantee you're probably not going to get it closer to first pitch better than plus 525. Let's just be honest. But my expected numbers, love Freddie Freeman in this spot. Lots of righties out of the bullpen here from Milwaukee. A lot of their main guys that they could be utilizing righties out of the bullpen. And that sets up pretty well for Freddie Freeman as well. Confirmed. Really good at the major league hitting. Hopefully he can do some magical stuff like he did last year when he turned his ankle and it didn't matter and he just hit better and better and better. And I'm very much looking forward to this game. As for Milwaukee, best of luck to y'all. Blake Snell, oh, he's coming. You best believe he's coming. Oh, we already did this. 50% off. Join the Lindy Discord, obviously. It's good times. Lannister 13, really good at cast. Also really good at parlaying everything correctly. I absolutely adore you and hate you at the same time. But be like Lindy, join Tails today, friends. That's really what I want to talk about here for a quick second. We have an awesome setup with the expert pick speed there. You can sign up for free. You can check it out for free. But also, if you're interested in the posting, if you're interested in being an expert here, if you have an expertise in a sport, if you have something that you feel like you're top tier at, share it with the people. We would love to have you in at Tails. Hit up the goodness at the link below. There's 2 links down there. Check them both out while you're at it. To the NFL streets we go. To the one game I don't have a play yet I have a ton of interest in things in this one. First off, Buffalo, 3.5-point favorites into Atlanta. Atlanta, you're hot then you're cold. You're yes then you're no. Katy Perry, that would be lovely. I like the Elmo costume. I love my wife. But Buffalo minus 3.5, friends. Holy mother of God. Josh Allen's been confirmed good at football, and what a dud they just came out of. New England came in and wiped the floor with them. I really like my New England positions. You win a Super Bowl? Probably asking a lot. But Buffalo, kind of embarrassed there. Drake May did an amazing job, obviously, and rolled it back against New Orleans today. But as you look at Atlanta, they're the ones that I just don't trust. I really don't have a very good feel for how I'm supposed to back Atlanta in any capacity with Michael Penix at the moment. Michael Penix tortured me in college. I was betting a lot more college then. And what was that, 2 years ago now, 3 years ago, when he was at Washington, coming off of his stint in Indiana. And he goes to Washington for the 1 year there of ridiculousness with Romadunze and McMillan and a couple of other people. Not the Ted McMillan, the Jalen one who's still dinged up for Tampa. But I really am not sure which version of Atlanta we get. But there's one thing that they're pretty reliably good at, and that is shutting down the slot, where they've kept opponents at a ridiculous clip here right now. And kind of makes sense. To me. They're stingy. This Atlanta defense has been outperforming every expectation that I've had for them coming into this year. But Drake London's also kind of appealing because they got to get him going in a very, very big way in this spot. Buffalo, we saw what they can allow there in that secondary. Drake May didn't even have that good of a game in the old box score. And yet Drake London, feels like he's going to be the guy you have to rely on no matter the game script, no matter the score. We know Bijan Robinson, but now his numbers are inflated to the moon, knocks on the moon. And as for Khalil Shakira, if you're going to see Atlanta continue to shut down the slot on purpose, well, he's the guy that I actually find to be the most interesting. As for Atlanta, the other part of this, Darnell Mooney out. That matters. I know he hasn't looked good this year, but part of it is he's been hurt. So there you go. Both wide receiver props are very interesting to me. More interesting in the pick'em realm than probably just straight out at the sports books right now, because you get those minus 115, minus 116s, and you can get ahead of the line movement. You're probably better off going that direction to something like this if you think it's going to close 74.5, 75.5. I guess it would be fine at both places in that circumstance. Bad example, but the point, this game is the least appealing to me right now on the slate, and yet I have a lot of prop interest, just need to find it. Oh, there was one other guy. There was this guy to get a sack that was really popping for me as well, but can't remember. I think was it LaTroy? Double check. God, now that I even bring it up, Leonard Floyd. There we go. Leonard Floyd is the guy that what is that? Plus 150 for a quarter? I could probably get behind that. Chicago taking on Washington. My allergies are really bad. Excuse me. The Chicago Bears. It's what happens when I play golf on the weekend. I'm a golfer who's allergic to grass. That's good times. Taking on the Washington Commanders. And what an impressive second half, or I guess three-quarter performance from Washington. Go down early 10-0 to the Chargers, and then they bagel them and go berserk themselves. And Jaden Daniels looked just fine, but here is your situation as we head into tomorrow. No Deebo Samuel. Or sorry, take that back. Deebo Samuel's the guy who's questionable, who matters the most. Terry McLaurin already out. I mean, you're looking at Noah Brown, who's been out forever as well. I mean, this is just walking wounded. And San Francisco, we kind of pick on because, well, now Wagner goes down to them. Unbelievable luck. Bosa, Wagner, every wide receiver. San Francisco, what are you doing? George Kittle still not back yet, although chance to come back week 7. I think they'll appreciate that. I did not appreciate plus 3.5. Every sharp in the world ended up on that after the fact and me recording on Friday. So I knew that was doomed. And the ringer. Thanks, Bill Simmons. But anyway, Chicago, this is I trust Ben Johnson territory. I just feel as though we know Washington, very, very, very competent defense. I think Ben Johnson's just one of those guys when you're getting 5.5, as he gets more time with Caleb Williams, as he continues to acclimate this offense to his way of doing things, which is, well, better than just about every play caller in the NFL, Chicago plus 5.5 is just too wide of a number. I expect this to be coming down in an earlier round, and Sugar, we're coming down swinger. But imagine a world where Deebo Samuel is not available for tomorrow. Luke McCaffrey, your number one, maybe? Some version of Jalen Lane and Chris Moore? Like, this could be insanity, what Washington is rolling out on the offensive end of the football. In Chicago, we know there are inefficiencies, starting to get some pieces back in the secondary, starting to get a little bit healthier, although, we got to wait on Johnson, who's, going to be on the IR for a while. But overall, I still feel pretty confident that Chicago getting 5.5, minus 105. Jaden Daniels looked great, but still got the knee brace, it sounds like. And that, friends, is a lot of things all rolled together. Just give me the points. Don't think twice. And hey, if Deebo sits, we're in really good shape. Although Deebo 58.5 is a low receiving number. Really low receiving number. I have him closer to 70. The main reason we're not going to plan that here yet is we kind of need to get his status, and I want to have an idea if there's going to be a snap count, although I doubt he will be on a snap count if he plays football. Chicago plus 5.5. I would say my favorite bet of the day at the moment, which is wild because you know how much I love my proppies, my flippy floppies. We got ourselves Lindy NFL, friends, 50% off. Promo code Lindy NFL. Jump on in to the Discord. The water's warm. And that does it for a quick and easy edition, late night edition of MLB and NFL Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. I promised you I would ride out the MLB series to the very ends of the earth here. We're going to be finishing out MLB strong. It continues to be extremely profitable, so why not? As for NFL, yeah, it wasn't my best video here on Sunday, that is for damn sure, but had a profitable day with all the pick'em goodness in the premium Discord, as well as Isaiah Pacheco kind of salvaged a lot for me there in the late night window. But That does it for me. I'll see you guys back here on Tuesday. I'm Eric Lindquist. Think of my name. Best of luck in the MLB and NFL streets on Monday. Bye.